Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button and the like button, and please do follow me on Twitter at MoviesTVMad. And welcome to Thursday's edition of the DC Daily. Now, before we get to the main point, the main talking point of today's DC Daily, I want to go back to a video I did yesterday where I explained what Patty Jenkins had to say about Wonder Woman 3 and that she'd pressed the pause button on continuing to write that script. Right, there is no drama here. I explained it to you then, but I have to explain it to you now as well because you people are running away with yourselves, running away with your own agendas. So first of all, right, Patty Jenkins says, and I think she was naive to even mention it, but there you go. There was no need for us to know how far she is with Wonder Woman 3 when we haven't even seen Wonder Woman 2 yet. But never mind, that's Patty. It's Patty's film. She's allowed to do that. And I love Patty, as you all know. But, right, Patty was merely saying she's pressed pause because of COVID-19. America has the biggest crisis of this pandemic because it's one of the largest countries in the world. So it's got a big population, and what Patty was attempting to say, I don't think she explained herself really well, is that the rules around filming are going to change. And until she knows how those changes are going to impact Hollywood, there's no point continuing to keep on writing that script. Do you understand? No dramas, no issues, it's happening. Secondly, I'm sure Warner Media don't want her running away with herself. Her and Jeff Johns are developing an Amazon film. Now, originally she said she'd hoped not to direct that film and someone else would come in. It's looking like she is going to be more involved with that and she probably will direct that film. And that's why she's pressed pause on Wonder Woman 3. Also, no drama, but you lot, you make it up as you go along, don't ya? Oh yeah, what's going on here? Press pause. Was there Film Gob doing this whole kind of showing us this video of this guy ranting saying he can fix it? Fix what? Fix what? There's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with Patty Jenkins. Her first Wonder Woman film was amazing, and this will be, I know that 84 is going to be amazing because I've seen 90 minutes of it, right? So shut your noise, right? Stop making up stories. There's no problem. And when you read something, read it in context. Don't take it out of context for your own ends. Thank you very much. And also, stop taking this whole thing out of context about Wonder Woman 84. I was hearing it yesterday, someone saying the film is getting a mini reboot. It is not a reboot. They are talking about this film like it doesn't feel like a sequel. That's just their words. That's part of their marketing. They've decided to try and reassure people that they're not just copying the first film. It's very important that they get that across. Now, as I say, having seen a 90-minute test screening, I can confirm this film is nothing like the first film. Now, of course, that's a big gamble because the first film was very successful. But what you don't want to do is just repeat yourself because, yeah, you may get faint praise and solid box office, but it's not going anywhere creatively. And I think that's important now to Warner Media and AT&T, that these films are actually great films that they can get repeat viewings from, not just from the movie theatres, but for years to come, via on-demand, via Blu-ray and DVD. That's where the money is at, not just at the opening weekend's box office. Right, today's main focus is what I want to get from the DC fandom. And the most important thing that I want to get from the DC fandom is the biggest clarification ever. I want clarification on the future of Superman movies, right? That's what I want. I want clarification. Since Justice League, we've been scratching our heads, right, saying, what's going on with Cavill? What's going on with Superman? He's out, he's in, he's out, he's in. Jesus Christ, it's like a game of hokey cokey, right? So, you know, I want this clarified. I love the fact that Henry's saying he hopes to play the character for years to come. It's clear he's still involved, right? I get that, right? But I want clarification, and not just about Henry, about, DC's vision for Superman in film. We know he's got his own CW show, Superman and Lois. I'm excited for it because it's the people who developed the first season of The Flash, which is one of the best TV shows and one of the best live-action attempts at a superhero ever. So I really enjoyed season 1 of The Flash, and I know people have got their issues with the CW. I have as well. So we need, at DC Fandome, we need clarification. I want to see Walter Hamada talking about it. I want to see Jim Lee talking about it. And I don't want to hear this kind of crap. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll get to Superman. No. He's your number one hero, right? You shouldn't need to get to him. I want your plans. I want the market oversaturated with Superman movies and Superman TV shows. He's your number one hero. And I don't want to hear about this difficult to write BS horse crap, right? He's not, if you've got an imagination. So at the end of the day, do what you have to do. We want to know your plans. We don't want to dictate your plans and how you're going to do this, but I expect and want an announcement on what J.J. Abrams' plans are for Superman, what Black Adam's plans are for Superman, because there's a Black Adam panel there as well. I want to know this. I need to know this. And I just want clarification on Ben Affleck's role as well. What's going on with Batman. We pretty much know that the big rumour the other day, exciting, that Michael Keaton could be involved in the Flashpoint movie. I say bring it on, but I would like to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Thomas Wayne Batman as well in that film. But we shall see, Things are moving along very quickly since the announcement of Zack Snyder's Justice League. And it's pretty clear, like yesterday, that big rumour about Ryan Reynolds' Hal Jordan being involved in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Again, it's something I would love and hope it's true. And even though I kind of trust the people saying it, it's one of those things, as I say, things are ever changing all the time. But I expect everything to be clarified at DC Fandome. They're doing it for a reason. It's a celebration of the films that have happened already, and there'll be panels for these films. But as they've already said, there's announcements on the future of DC Comics, DC Films, and DC TV shows. So they've got to give us the clarification. And, for me, the most important clarification, because we've been sitting here on our behinds for 2 years with no Superman live action in film, and I think it's disgraceful. I mean, and this is not on AT&T or Warner Media. This is on Warner Brothers and the previous regime before AT&T. I'm not blaming AT&T. The noises coming out of AT&T are really positive, and I'm really excited by the noises they're making. But we need final clarification. I'm 48 years old. If we are getting J.J. Abrams' Superman movie, I'm not going to get it till I'm what? 50, 51. I'm not getting any younger here. I want to be running to the movie theatre to see it. So I want multiple Superman projects announced. I expect that to happen, but I definitely expect some kind of clarification on Henry Cavill and the future of Superman. Now, what's my prediction in this? Look, I think it's very sad how Henry's been treated. I don't think he's going to get his own Superman movie ever again. This is just the way I'm feeling. I've said it again, I've said it before. I think we're going to get a JSA Superman in Black Adam. It's just what I'm sniffing. And I think we're definitely getting a J.J. Abrams Superman movie. Where does that leave Henry Cavill? I think that leaves him over at HBO Max doing Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's why I think it leaves him. I think now, on the rumours that he could cameo in films, well, with this multiverse opening up now, yes, he can cameo in, if I'm wrong about Black Adam having a JSA Superman, he can be in that film. I still think he's not in that film. And a few rumours from a few kind of really, clued up bloggers would say he's more likely to be in Shazam 2. That makes narrative sense, seeing that Superman appeared. His Superman appeared without us seeing Henry, but his Superman did appear at the end of Shazam. So it would make sense that it's a foregone conclusion at the Shazam panel that Henry Cavill will actually be confirmed for at least Shazam 2. That's a step in the right direction while he continues to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League series, however long that goes on for. That's his future role. A few cameos and over there with Zack Snyder. It's not what I want. I would want him to be the main Superman, but if we are getting that, and we are getting a JSA Superman like I suspect, and we are getting J.J. Abrams Superman, as a Superman fan in general, I have to be happy. As much as I love Zack and what he's done with his DC movies, we all have to remember he didn't invent Superman, he didn't invent the wheel, and he didn't invent the DC Comics characters. Now, I love what he's done. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I am a big fan, but I'm not a worshipper. There's worshippers out there, right? There's worshippers who believe he created everything. But at the end of the day, it's not true. I love him. And the whole point of all of this, what AT&T are trying to do, they're trying to make, open up the DC movie universe so there's something for everyone. So when Zack was doing his vision, it wasn't for everyone. So what they're trying to do is say, Zack, you can do what you're doing. We love you, man. We love you, dude. And we love your fans. That's great. But there must be a place for the other fans who don't want that. And I think that's right. And I think that's proper. So that's the kind of clarification I want. I want all these things I'm predicting to be announced. And if I'm wrong, I want to know what the plan for Superman is. Because no company worth their salt should be benching Superman. We've been through this already. But this is a very important, valid situation. I'm hearing Batman announcements all the time. I'm hearing this announcement, that announcement. I want Superman front and center because he's my favorite superhero, because he's relevant, he matters, and millions of people around the world will buy tickets to watch this character. And I actually was listening to a recording from one of the comic book writers. What's his name? I forgot his name now. He's a really famous DC Comics writer. And he was talking about actors, playing Superman. And he was talking about Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill and saying what they have is this silent, great screen presence where they're there, they're dominating the screen, but it's a quiet screen presence, and that's what you need to play Superman. God, I forgot his name, but he's a great writer, and he's one of the good guys, actually, he's not one of the comic book writers who kind of treads all over what Zack's done, but yeah, great to hear things like that, and these are the kind of conversations I expect at DC Fandome. So, August the 22nd, it's well over a month. We've still got to wait. I'm sure rumours are going to leak to keep us active, because what AT&T want from us is to keep on talking about these potential future movies and the direction they're going in. There is no question. We saw the two Barry Allens in Crisis, on Arrowverse, on The Flash Show. We saw Ezra Miller and Grant Gustin for a reason. That was the birth of this multiverse on television and film. They're going to marry the two. They're going to cross anything over with anything else. And we've discussed this already. This is exactly what the consumer wants. Comment down below. Like, share and subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow with more DC Daily because I've got to go shopping. So see you again soon.